And nothing's been accomplished yet.
We've caught up on a lot of things. That is something. Yeah.
All right. So there's nothing really to do in this city unless you want to go over to Caravan.
And are there any that seem really interesting to go with?
No, a lot of it's like food, dried meats, salted meats, and things like that. A few, there is one that's got, that's pretty much it actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just... Well, what am I going to do until nightfall? Turn to Shiana. You have any ideas of something to do?
She's standing next to horses, making them nervous. She looks like she's having enough fun. You say something to her and she's like, "What, huh?" And she runs over to you really quick. About 3 horses jump. And they're like, "Oh, fuck."
Just, at this point, is she bigger than them or just about their size?
She is the same size as the horses. She's just also a wolf, so can get into the tent easier than a horse could.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, her head isn't as tall because she doesn't have the neck, but her body is as long and pretty much as tall, just about anyway.
That's hilarious. Oh, I still can't believe I got her. Just so much. Do you have anything you want to do for nightfall? I figure we could sleep in town here. I can probably convince one of these inns to let you stay in the room with me. Yeah.
She's a wolf. Being in a city isn't really her thing.
Yeah. There's nothing to do outside of the city either is the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem with kingdoms is they're kind of well kept up.
I hate it.
You'd have to go to the west coast to find the fun things, and that is the opposite way that you're going. So.
Yeah. There aren't even any bandits on the road.
Well, you are near the trading capitals. Like this little pocket is the trading capital.
Well, I didn't know that.
This is like because Danston imports things, sends them to Cesti, which sends them here, which sends them everywhere.
I guess I'll just hang around and see if I hear any interesting conversations going on. Either of things to be interested about or interesting people or whatever.
Actually, there's an app for that.
And I'll basically be doing that until it gets time to go to sleep. And then I'll find the inn that was the least hesitant, the least unhappy about the wolf, and I'll probably go bribe him.
Alright, so you're walking, and, you hear... Oh, which one of those sounds like the most fun? Let's roll. Woohoo! Okay. Oh, look, a 1. Now that's out of the way. You hear, as you're walking, you hear these two wives talking about a fairy slave ring that is rumored to be going through the kingdom somewhere.
Oh.
That's all you really hear, just that. You do find a rather nice innkeeper who tells you that it is against policy to allow animals that are larger than a certain size in but she also really, really likes dogs. So she invites you to the private corner of the inn where no one can complain about it, and the dog can sleep, or the wolf can sleep.
Oh, cool.
Near-ish. Near to you.
By the way, do I have an idea of how much Common Shiana speaks at this point? I know I usually speak to her in Celestial.
You can assume that she can understand most things at this point.
Okay.
There are very few things she does not understand.
Oh, just in general? Like most languages? Or
no,
like
common.
specifically in common she gets... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's fluent in Celestial, almost fluent in Common.
Okay, cool. Now, do I tell Shiana to thank the nice lady and possibly freak her out or make her day? Or do I just take the room? Yeah, I will turn to her. Say, see, Shiana, there are nice people in the world. Thank the nice lady.
See, the problem is Shiana is an asshole.
I know. So Valky can be too sometimes. Is the thing.
She says thank you in Necrel. The bartender turns. She doesn't know Necrel. The bartender looks very confused, and then Shiana goes in common. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Thanks. And she just kind of. I'm like.
I'm over here.
She
trying my best not to
puts her hand on the bar to like steady herself. Oh, that's another one. I'm not rolling this one anymore. She pours herself a drink and shakes her head. And she chugs her drink, pours herself another, and chugs that one as well.
Had she set a price yet for the room?
She just waves you up there as she's chugging the second drink.
Woo!
As you go up the stairs, you distinctly hear a third being poured.
Oh.
Shiana looks at you and she's like, that was almost more fun than the horses.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we really shouldn't do, but it is just entirely too much fun, isn't it? Oh. So yeah, basically just kill time till sleep comes, sleep the night, head down in the morning. And I am still doing endure elements on both of us as long as we're down here. In the morning, is it the same bartender there?
No. No. She, was in the door. She was in the room across from you.
Oh,
she invited you into her private corner because she likes wolves, and that was a pretty cool wolf. And now she slightly regrets it. But, like, not in the same room, but she is on the other side of the hall.
Okay. So far I've not been charged money for staying here, yes?
Yes.
Okay. In the morning...
That kind of left her mind when the wolf shrieked at her and then apologized and said thank you.
And it's kind of bad because that's half the reason I was speaking the Krell to her in the first place. So that I had a wolf talking to Krell just to freak people out. Oh, okay. So head downstairs in the morning. And, say to the bartender there. Good morning. How do you do?
Oh, pretty well, pretty well.
I'm about to make myself and Shiana here some breakfast, but there will be quite a bit left over. If you would like to pull some tables to help me pull some tables together, because I believe the table is not included. I'm more than willing to leave the rest here for you and the other workers and any patrons you have. It was a very nice stay. Feeling generous.
Yeah, sure. And he helps you out with that. I assume you're casting Bountiful Harvest.
Bountiful feast, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm just feeding everyone.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. 2 creatures per level, so up to 16 people. Although I'm guessing Shiana eats a bit more than one person's share.
She would eat 4 people's if you let her.
Oh yeah, sure. Also worth noting, the food appears on ornate serving trays or on exquisite covered tureens as appropriate for each type of dish, including and place settings and servings also appear. So it's a very, very nicely set table. Yeah, it just doesn't create furniture.
Well, the bartender looks quite surprised, thanks you, and everybody kind of gets some for themselves.
And I will explain. It'll take me 10 minutes to do before I start casting. It'll only last for an hour, but it's filling enough for the whole day.
Alright, so now what?
Head out of town. Head to the
Cesti? Okay, so are you so you're here now. Are you going here or here, like south or or you could just go straight east if you wanted to go to this.
Actually, yeah, over breakfast I'll ask them. I saw when I came into town roads the northeast and southeast. How close is the town to the northeast to the rift?
If you go to that town, you could walk for about a day and a half to get to the rift, but you wouldn't be able to get there. There's a spot near the rift where he doesn't know all of that. I know the reasons why that exists. He doesn't know the reasons why that exists. Yeah. It would be about a day and a half walk, but good luck making it.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's the needle waste in the way.
The what now?
It's this little patch of area where the air is kind of frozen.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, if you want to go in, you should head by Saintsboro first. They've got specialized breathing gear so you don't die.
Oh, cool. Sounds nice. Is that the town?
Well, if you want to go, if Saintsboro is east of, I thought you were there, so I thought that was the half-orc town. So insert town name here.
Mm-hmm.
Is where Saintsboro is east of northeast.
Oh, okay.
So
that sounds fun.
It's like a day and a half to a day and a half to get to and then another day and a half to get to Saintsboro, and that's right on the edge of the needle waste. What she tells you.
Mm-hmm. Sounds really cool. Hey, do you want to just skip the insert town in here? Head straight to what was it, Burrow?
Saintsboro.
Saintsboro.
Yeah, if you cut straight that way, it'll knock half a day off the journey, I think, because you'll just be cutting a straight line instead of going up and over.
Plus, that way we might be more likely to run into stuff since we won't be right on the roads. Speaking to in Celestial to Shiana.
She barks in a positive manner.
Okay. That's all set then.
How many levels have you been with Shiana?
We got her at level 1. So
You're
I'm level 8 now.
If she's still with you in 2 levels, I'm giving you like half a rank in linguistics, dog. She's just been talking to you for ever, dog. And you just started picking up on shit. Not a lot. Like, you won't be able to talk back to her, but you will be able to somewhat understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
And then when she gets powers, she'll just grant you the rest of the language. Like, here, have these special vocal cords that allow you to speak my language.
I mean, I kind of did that to her for a while.
True. She's returning a favor.
Yeah.
I can show you the world. Alright, so you leave?
Yeah. Finish breakfast and then just head as near I can figure straight for the other town.
Alright, yeah, it's gonna be 2 days. Time out, Ash is calling me. Hello.
Hold on. Pause, I'm talking to Ash. But before that, we were talking... I just left town.
Oh, right. You were cutting through. Day 1, nothing really happens.
Oh, I was gonna say, still while eating. At some point. Am I? Yes. Well, it's 1 to 2, yes. The rest, no.
Sure.
By the way, there'll probably be a lot of nothing that we could cut through a lot faster. I know you run faster than me, and you could probably support my weight now. If you want me to just ride on you, you could run at full speed, have some fun, and...
Alright, in that case, you get there in a day.
So she is okay with me riding her?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whoa! It looks quite excited when she gets to run at full speed and not have to worry about leaving people behind.
Yeah. I figured she would like that part of it, you know?
You get the feeling that she takes the long way around and you still get there faster. And nothing attacks you because there's a giant sprinting wolf. And no one's gonna fuck with that. If you were walking, you might have encountered something, but not. Oh no! Oh no! All right, so you approach Saintsboro.
I feel like at some point I'm gonna come across a paladin and get in a pissing contest, and they're like, "Yes, my war-trained stallion has been bred for generations to be of the finest bloodline. They are practically nobility themselves, and they are trained for combat and would never leave me." I've got a god wolf that's bigger than your stallion.
She's not bigger than a warhorse yet. Warhorses are big.
I said someday get into
Those things are.
I didn't say now.
Those things are large, except not. They're like large medium. All right. Good.
Your descriptions?
No, just I don't know a lot of the deity names, so if I ever have a church or a cathedral or anything like that, and I don't know what deity I'm going to put there, I just leave a big blank spot so I've got room to write a name. So it's just like, there is a cathedral of large empty space, and then scribbles because I had to scratch something out, and then... Alright. Oh no, I didn't finish this, did I? Oh no. Where did I write the rest of it? I just gotta find the other piece. Ah! Anyway. So you get to... That's not where you're supposed to be. I can't. Oh my god. So there's a... So Chris stumbled upon a very small herding town they heard these creatures I made up called Yakins. The name of the place is called Yaktown. My description is 2 lines. A very small town of ranchers for Yakins. They export fur. It's fluffy! Milk and meat. Like, in parentheses, I put, it's fluffy, exclamation point.
Oh.
Okay, here they are. Awesome. Alright, so you approach Saintsboro, and it looks like a normal city, except it's got a, not a semi-dome, but like a quarter dome over it. Like, put a dome on top of a city, it only has a quarter. Half, actually. So it is semi-dome.
Okay.
It's a semi-dome covering the half of the city, goes over to the top, that faces the ocean and what you assume is the Needle Wastes, because it's north.
Okay.
You get in, it looks...
somewhat disconcerting, actually. But in the fun way.
It looks to be just as much military town as residential. As you continue approaching, I assume. Alright, you walk in.
I will say to Shiana, you should probably slow down as we get closer, so as not to have them, shoot at us before we do anything.
She does slow down to more of a saunter.
Okay.
Rather than a sprint or a trot. So she saunters up to the gate. Stopped by a couple guards. Stop. You will notice that they don't look surprised at the giant wolf. This is fun. These guards seem to have seen some different shit, that a giant wolf does not bother them as much.
Ooh, I'm gonna like it here.
And this is another adventure town. Ish. It's not necessarily an adventure town. This is you'll find out. Alright. Stop. What's your business?
Adventuring. Heard there was some really cool ice needle thing nearby and that I should stop by here first.
You want to go in the Needle Waste.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Duh.
I mean, I can do this, and I turn into ice for a few seconds.
It seems like my kind of place.
Ellipses. What's your name?
I am Valky. Fuck, what the fuck was her full name? Do I still have that? Let's see. I am Valkalin of the Order of Pharasma.
And her?
This is Shiana.
She barks. He nods. They write that down. The gate open, or they open the gate again. Alright, don't cause any trouble.
Oh, okay.
Alright, once you're closer to the actual wall, you can see it's about 7 foot thick. It seems to be made up of lots and lots of separate metal blocks. It gets thinner as it goes up, but at the base it's 7 feet thick.
Jeez.
And it goes up pretty down high.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk in. Not everyone carries a weapon, but the people who do look pretty well trained in it.
Mm-hmm.
No one looks twice at Shiana. Like, you don't see any other giant beasts, but it seems everyone else has seen giant beasts before, and this one might not even be the biggest they've seen. Shiana doesn't seem pleased about that. I was like, I can't scare these people. Alright, you walk around, you do find a square. The main road just kind of leads into it. You see a blacksmith, a small mages guild, and a very large looming cathedral of blank.
Blacksmith, Mages Guild, Cathedral, okay. Yeah, I guess I would have gotten off over, like, after passing through the guard place.
You are, there's some penalty for riding bareback, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't imagine I could actually do anything while riding her at this point. What with having a 1 in ride.
Oh yeah, you were.
Oh no, I have a -6 in ride, so I would have been holding on for dear life, and yeah.
Well, she was also taking care not to throw you off.
Okay, cool.
Like she was being
benefits of having an intelligent.
Yeah, like I would have made you roll a ride check, except she.
Okay, yeah.
Was totally okay with it and was not going to let you fall if she could help it.
Woo. I forgot that I have armor check penalty of -7. So I have a -6 to ride. But yeah. Do you know what the cathedral is supposed to be of? Or of what kind of god, or anything?
I think the reason I didn't give it a name is because I don't know the official deities. I just know the ones that I know: Shaylin and Pharasma, and that's it. Oh no, I know Rovagug because I've used him. I know there is a dwarf god. I know what he is. I know Caden Callion, and that's it. And I didn't want it to be any of those.
Do you know what alignment they would be at least?
Yeah, it's a lawful good.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the
Cathedral first. And it's not just those 3 buildings, is that right? Those were just the buildings of note?
Yeah, those are just there's also rather swanky looking restaurant, a not so swanky looking restaurant, and a couple of bars.
Okay.
Well, taverns and an inn. Well, one's a tavern and one's a tavern inn.
Houses, I assume?
You've seen a few, but none in this square. This seems to be a more focal point. You passed many houses, you get on the street here, and then beyond the square, you can see more houses in one direction, and then towards the wall, it turns more militarized. In the middle of the square, you see, if I can find the right page. Oh, yeah. You see something bigger than Shiana.
Oh, cool.
You see a man and a dire polar bear. Just kind of hanging out. Yeah. And that is what you see.
I guess as I'm passing through the square, I will walk up to him and say, "So you're the reason no one's surprised about Shiana here."
He chuckles. He's like, "Oh no." Oh no. You must be new here.
Yeah, I just came in.
Alright, well, welcome to Saintsboro. My name... I put the page down and without taking it out, and I was just like, why did I not just take the page out? I'm going to need this. I hate you. My name is Rast, and this is Sheila.
Hello, Sheila.
Shia. Sorry. But no, this is by far not the biggest thing in here. Although the biggest thing in here isn't here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not cryptic enough for you.
Yeah.
What brings you and your friend?
Oh, we heard about the place where the air is frozen, and that sounds like a really cool place. So
Oh, the Needle Waste. Yeah, it's quite an interesting spot. It's an interesting spot.
I heard there was a special equipment in here that would let you breathe there.
Yes, the air is frozen, but it's not frozen solid. It's lots and lots of tiny, tiny ice crystals. So if you breathe, you won't have breathing things anymore.
It's really awesome.
So we've got special masks that'll help with that.
Yeah.
He looks at Shiana and he's like, I think we've got one that'll fit her. I used to have to use a smaller one for Shia, so I think that one will still fit her if you
Cool.
require.
Where would that be by any chance?
You can go to the taverns have them, and so do the cathedrals.
Oh, cool. I was on my way to the
There's
cathedral.
also we have a guardhouse on the exit to the Needle Waste where you can get them, where you can borrow them as well, but you have to buy them from everywhere else.
One last question. What's with the wall?
Well, when we built this city, it wasn't in the Needle Waste, and then the Needle Waste started to expand a little bit, and we had to build a wall. We are also right near a place called the Nether Cove, and beasties come out of that occasionally, and was originally the reason we built this city, is because they would come out and attack the kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
So we fend off that, and then we needed a wall to keep the Needle Waste out, because occasionally we get when it's a windy day, that's lethal out there.
Cool.
Yeah, we call them needle storms. Everyone else calls them, oh, it's slightly windy today.
I like this town. City.
Saintsboro, yeah, that's it.
No, say that in game.
Oh.
I like this city.
He chuckles. Oh, yeah? Well, hopefully it likes you too, I guess.
Yeah. Well, be on my way to that cathedral. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Shiana. I don't think she can talk after all. In Celestial.
Oh, the bear? Yeah. And Shiana shrugs. I'm still cooler.
Then
Shiana's not used to having to look up at creatures.
And then head over to.
So you do go through the cathedral. You go to the cathedral, and it's a cathedral. It's very cathedral-esque. It's got many symbols of whatever god is here, whatever lawful good god is here. I didn't even think about it. I should have just made up a god to fit what I wanted to be here. But it's a god of protection and wisdom.
Oh.
There's a you go in and there's a paladin and a priest having some sort of heated discussion. You can't really catch what about. You could just kind of tell that they're not quite pleased with each other, but other than that, you don't really see or hear anything of interest. No, it's not really full at the moment.
I'll wait a few minutes and see if the conversation ends before.
Yeah. Eventually, after a little while, the paladin huffs and storms out, and the priest sighs and goes upstairs.
Oh. Well then. I was hoping to talk to the priest. Does the upstairs seem like a...
Oh no, it's not a private space.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
There are things up there, and so you just follow him upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Shiana chooses to stay downstairs, and she just kind of starts sniffing around a little bit.
Okay.
But alright, so you go upstairs and you follow him, and
Human?
yes.
Human male? How old-ish?
He looks to be late 50s. He's in pretty nice robes. You can assume he's got some sort of status, for lack of a better word, I guess. Status here. Somewhat of higher status.
Did he stop somewhere upstairs, or is he...
He stopped at a bookcase and just started, thumbing through.
Okay. I'll walk up near him and say, "Excuse me, priest."
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm new in town here. I've come after hearing about the Needle Waste.
Sorry, I was just watching you, John.
And heard that some of the masks were sold here. I was hoping I could purchase one for me and one for my wolf downstairs.
He looks down. He's like, "You're gonna have to check the guardhouse for one for her. We don't have.
Okay.
I don't think we've got one that'll fit her. We've got it for human faces though. It'll just be 2 gold.
Okay. And I hand him 7 gold.
He thanks you.
Let's see. Thank
It
you very
weighs
much.
1 pound. It seems to be like a hooded sort of deal, so you have to put it completely over your head. It's got a spot for your eyes to peek out, of course, and then there's putting it on. If you do happen to put it on and try and speak through it, your voice is muffled and rather hard to understand.
Okay. What should I call it in my inventory?
That is up to you. It's just a needle waste mask. I mean,
That'll work.
yeah. Oh, I was looking at the ride stuff because you were there's no saddle, so I'm gonna go ahead and say you're just at -1 dex right now for chafing.
Oh, okay. Great. So I've got a dex of 0 right now. Okay. Or a dex mod of 0.
Well, I also was thinking of, especially when she was sprinting, I wouldn't have been sitting up. It would have been more of a laying down and grabbing fur to make sure I didn't fall off. Because I don't imagine I could have stayed on sitting up for going that far.
Wait, you repeat that? I'm sorry.
So, like, instead of sitting on her like you would on a horse, more like sitting on the back and leaning forward and
Yeah. A little bit. Okay, then -1 dexterity for just general stiffness.
No, yeah, that's fine.
But that'll go away after like a day. That's not going to be lasting damage
Okay.
that you have to heal.
Thank you very much.
may you keep up the good fight out here up against the waste and the foul evil that exudes from the eye.
He
Something
nods
like that.
and bows slightly, and
Then I turn around and leave.
alright. Shiana gives a last few sniffs to a particular corner and follows you out.
What time was it when we got here, did you say?
It was like 1 in the afternoon. No, yes, it was like, no, it was here.
Yeah.
And then you went for a day. It was noon, maybe early morning, like maybe 11. Not
Okay.
quite noon yet.
If
If you walk, oh yeah, you actually came from an angle, so you would have seen a little bit of the needle waste. It's not a needle storm right now, so it's kind of hard to see.
Mhm.
But it just looks like an area of really glittery mist.
It's cool because it'd be really cold, but I've just already been doing protection from elements, so
It'll still be. Actually, I should check the temperature on that because there is a limit to it being comfortable. So yeah, I'll tell her that endure elements. That's what it's called. That he said that we'd have to.
check the guardhouse for a mask for you, that they didn't have one in your shape here. Yeah, in conditions between -50 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
-50?
Yeah. Without having to make fortitude saves.
Do you have knowledge local or geography?
I actually might. Yes.
Go
I
ahead
just
and
only have
roll
one of either.
Or, yeah. Roll one.
knowledge local, because I may have heard something in town since, but I obviously didn't know about this before. So that's a 6.
Okay. Overall?
Yes. It's not a class skill, and I'm not smart.
And I rolled a 5. So yeah, head over to the guard outpost.
Alright, you get there, and it's the door is open. You see some people inside. A lot of guards seem to be taking like you see a kind of a general break area in the main room. There's a there are a few guards in there who are having a drink from like flasks.
Mm-hmm.
There is a no, that person's not here right now.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna cut video because I think I missed it at some point.